The crystal chandeliers shimmered like stars over the grand ballroom of the Empire Hotel in New York City, where the city's wealthiest gathered in elegant gowns and tailored suits. Amid the laughter and clinking glasses, a young woman felt a quiet ache in her heart. What if the loudest silence in a room full of voices belonged to someone who couldn't hear them at all? And what happens when one simple act of seeing that silence breaks through years of hidden pain? Elena Hayes smoothed her modest navy dress, feeling out of place among the glittering crowd at the New York Children's Foundation Gala. At 29, she worked as a freelance sign language interpreter, piecing together jobs to cover her bills after losing her steady position at a local school due to funding cuts. Tonight's event was a lifeline. She was there to assist if needed, but so far the night had passed without a single request. She wandered the edges of the room, sipping water and observing the guests, reminding herself to stay professional. Then her eyes caught on a girl in the corner, about 17, dressed in a soft emerald gown that matched her poised but distant expression. The teen stood apart, her gaze sharp and observant, scanning the moving lips around her with a subtle strain. Elena recognized the signs immediately, the slight tilt of the head, the focused watchfulness. This girl was deaf, and in this sea of chatter, she was utterly isolated. No one approached her, no one even glanced her way with more than passing curiosity. A wave of excitement rippled through the crowd as Marcus Vanderbilt entered, the evening's star donor. The finance mogul, known for his empire in investment tech, had pledged millions to the foundation's new pediatric center. Tall, with silver-streaked hair and a confident stride, he drew admirers like a magnet. Flashes from cameras lit up his path as donors vied for his attention. "Mr. Vanderbilt, a moment, please," voices called out. Elena looked back at the girl and saw her watching the man with a mix of affection and quiet sadness. It clicked. This had to be his daughter, Sophia. Marcus didn't spare her a glance, too absorbed in handshakes and smiles. The girl's shoulders tensed just a little more. Elena's heart tugged. She'd seen this isolation before in her work with deaf children at hospitals and schools. Taking a steady breath, she walked over. As she got closer, the girl's eyes met hers, wary but curious. "Hi," Elena signed warmly, her hands fluid from years of practice. "I'm Elena. What's your name?" Sophia's face lit up like dawn breaking, her guarded look melting into a bright smile. "Sophia," she signed back swiftly. "You sign? Are you deaf?" "No, I'm an interpreter here tonight. I help at events like this. You look like you could use some real conversation." Sophia's hands moved with relief. "Yes, please. Everyone's talking, but no one's talking to me. It's exhausting, just watching." Elena smiled, feeling an instant warmth. "I get it. People assume lip reading fixes everything, but it's not that simple." "Or they talk slow and loud, like that helps," Sophia signed, her expression playful but edged with frustration. They chatted easily about the gala's over-the-top decor, Sophia's love for sketching, and how high school felt like navigating two worlds. "I'm at Eastwood Academy. They have a program for deaf students, but it's hard fitting in. The hearing kids see me as the rich girl, and some deaf friends think I don't get their challenges." "That sounds tough," Elena signed gently. "Lonely, maybe." Sophia nodded, her eyes softening. "A bit. But drawing helps. It's my way of saying what I feel." As they signed, Elena noticed Marcus across the room, charming the guests, oblivious to his daughter. Sophia's gaze flicked to him now and then, a quiet longing there. "Your dad seems occupied," Elena signed carefully. Sophia's smile faded slightly. "Always. Work comes first since Mom passed. He built his company bigger after that." "I'm sorry," Elena signed. "When was that?" "I was 8. Car accident. That's when I lost my hearing, too." Sophia's signs slowed, carrying old sorrow.
Mom was an artist. She taught me to draw. She signed with me from when I was little. Dad, he never learned. We have helpers at home, but it's not the same."
Elena felt a pang. How could a man with everything miss something so vital? He talks through them, not to you? Exactly, like I'm not there. Sophia shrugged, but her eyes betrayed the hurt. Their talk flowed, Sophia's posture relaxing for the first time that night. She laughed silently at Elena's stories from interpreting mishaps and shared her dream of studying art at Yale. But soon, Marcus approached with a photographer in tow, his assistant trailing behind. "Sophia," he said clearly, over-enunciating without signing, "time for pictures." He barely noticed Elena. Sophia's face shifted back to neutral. She signed quickly to Elena. "See, doesn't even ask who you are." As Sophia posed beside her father, smiling for the flashes, Elena watched from afar. The girl looked perfect on the outside, but so alone. Later, as the speeches wrapped, Elena saw Sophia slip out to a balcony overlooking the city lights. She followed quietly. "Needed air?" Elena signed, approaching. Sophia turned, relieved. "Yes, all those voices I can't hear. It's overwhelming." The door opened again. Marcus stepped out, spotting them. "Sophia, we're leaving soon," he said, still no signs. Sophia's expression dimmed. Elena felt a surge of resolve. "Mr. Vanderbilt," she said aloud while signing for Sophia, "I'm Elena Hayes, an interpreter. I've been chatting with your daughter. She's amazing, smart, talented." Marcus paused, surprised. "Thank you. You work here?" "Yes," Elena continued, signing everything. "But I think you should know she's been standing alone all night. Everyone ignores her, even at an event about helping kids." His face tightened, a flash of discomfort. "This is private." "Communication shouldn't be," Elena pressed softly. "She's right here, wanting to connect." Sophia signed urgently. "Elena, stop, it's fine." But Marcus turned and left, expecting Sophia to follow. She hesitated, signing to Elena. "He's always like this since the accident." Then she was gone. Elena stood alone, regretting her boldness. Had she ruined her chance at more work? The next morning, her phone buzzed with a message from her agency. "Urgent call from Vanderbilt's office. They want you for a private meeting today." Her hands shook. Was this a complaint? But hours later, she drove through the gates of the Vanderbilt estate in the Hamptons, a sleek, modern home by the sea. A staff member led her to Marcus's study, where floor-to-ceiling windows framed the ocean. "Ms. Hayes, sit," Marcus said evenly. Then, unexpectedly, "I apologize for last night. Your words hit home. I've let my daughter down." Elena blinked. "I overstepped. I'm sorry." "No, you were right," he admitted, looking weary. "I want to hire you to teach me sign language." She stared. "That's a big step. It takes time." "I'm committed," he said, naming a generous fee. "Why now?" "Seeing her face light up with you, I haven't seen that in years. And this morning, she left me a note. 'Dad, last night someone actually saw me. If you care about helping deaf kids, start by hearing me.'" Elena's throat tightened. This man, powerful in boardrooms, was lost in his own home. Sophia entered then, surprised. "You came?" "Your dad asked me to teach him ASL," Elena signed. Sophia's eyes widened. "Him? Learning? He'll quit." "Maybe not," Elena signed. "Give it a chance." Lessons began twice a week. Marcus struggled at first, his fingers stiff on simple words like hello and thank you. But he persisted. "This is harder than closing deals," he muttered once. "Try something real, like I'm proud of you." He practiced, his face softening. "Does she know I am?" "When did you last tell her?" Elena asked gently. Silence. Then, during one session, he opened up. "The accident. I was driving. Black ice. A semi-truck spun out. My wife, Lydia, died on impact. Sophia in the back. Trauma to her ears. She woke up deaf." Elena's heart ached. "You blame yourself." "Every day. Lydia signed with her as a baby. After, I chased cures worldwide, hired experts, but I couldn't face her pain or mine. I buried myself in work. You sent her away? Elena guessed softly. To top deaf schools. Thought they'd help better than I could. But I see now, I ran from my guilt. Meanwhile, Elena met Sophia for coffee near school. How's Dad doing? Sophia signed. Improving. He shared about the accident. Sophia paused. He never talks about it. He shipped me off after, visited with interpreters. Felt like abandonment. You needed him, Elena signed. Yes, but maybe he was hurting too. At Sophia's senior art show, her pieces stunned Elena, vibrant abstracts capturing emotion, one called Echoes of Quiet, showing darkness giving way to light, words fading into signs. Marcus arrived, bypassing the usual tour to head straight to her work. In front of everyone, he signed haltingly, "Beautiful, proud of you." Sophia froze, then signed back, "Thanks." The moment was fragile, real. But then the announcement, the Lydia Vanderbilt Scholarship for Arts awarded to Sophia for study in Rome. Sophia fled the room, angry. Elena followed to find her confronting Marcus. "You decide my future again, without asking?" Translating, Elena relayed, "She's accepted at Yale. This feels like control." "I thought you'd love it, to honor your mom." "Not like this," Sophia signed fiercely. "You sent me away before. Now Rome, when I'm finally home?" Marcus's voice broke. "I sent you for the best care. I was shattered, couldn't be the dad you needed, feared failing you more." Sophia's anger cracked. "I just wanted you, not schools, not fixes." "I know now. I learned sign to bridge us. The scholarship, I feared losing you to Yale without connecting first." Vulnerability hung between them. Sophia signed softly, "I wasn't leaving you behind. Maybe we visit Rome together someday." Marcus signed, "I'd like that. Sorry. Love you." They embraced, tears flowing. Elena slipped away, warmth filling her. Months later, at graduation, Sophia spoke in sign. "Silence taught me true listening comes from the heart. Thanks to Mom for her art, and Dad for finally seeing me." After, they showed Elena photos of a new home studio. "And we've started a foundation for deaf arts education," Marcus said, signing too. "Join us as director?" Honored, Elena agreed. In that healed family, she saw faith's quiet work, connections mended through patience and love. Sometimes the greatest voices are heard in the silence of understanding.